I'm going to show you how the computer program that communicates with the tablets, telling them what information to provide, and also storing that in and helping us to upload the results to BridgeWebs and the EBU at the end of the drive, how all that works. It's called, as you can see here, EBUScore pairs. There's 4 different programs by EBUScore on the club computer. There's the pairs, the Swiss pairs, teams, and Swiss teams. So you do need to make sure you've got the right one, EBUScore pairs. A double click gets it going. Takes a moment or 3 to get itself ready. And when it does, it presents you with this main menu. Now over on the left here, I've got a sheet which is in the office, which is a sort of crib sheet talking you through the basics of what you have to do. And it suggests that you start by updating the player database. This is the thing that converts the EBU numbers that you put in on the tablet to the names that we know people by. And if we've got some new members, it won't have the EBU numbers in for them, so we have to get them from the EBU. And the way we do that is by over here on the main menu, the second one down is player database. We click on that. And down at the bottom here, we've got download EBU database, which is what we want to do. Click on that. It tells you, do you really want to do that? And of course I do, that's why I clicked on it. Do I want the Welsh one? No, I don't think I will have the Welsh one this time, so I'll say no. And it's telling me that they've been downloaded. Thank you, okay. It then tells me it's set up for use and where it is, that's okay. And it's told me that there's other things happened as well, and I just say thank you very much, okay. And I can now return, and I'm back in this main menu. Over here, it tells me that I now need to go to pairs events. And an event for the say, computer program is what we might call a drive, but they can cope with all sorts of complicated things, many sections and everything else, which is why they call them an event. So I have to click on pairs events, the top one here on the list, and it then tells me over here I need to create a new event, and that's down the bottom left of the sheet that's just come up. So if I click on create new event, it comes up ready prepared. The things that you need to look at are the event details down here in the bottom left part of the screen. It'll have given it a name. I'm doing this on a Thursday, so it's automatically given it the name Thursday Pairs. If it's a special event, a competition, or something else, you can put a different name in there. It'll have today's date in, and normally we're just running a single session event, and it's section A. We're not really running multiple events. If somebody else has been using the software, it'll have their name as director, so you can take that out and put in your own name. And again, since it was Phil who was using it, and his sessions are, we don't have master points, etc. for them. They're charged at 11, and the code that we need for a normal session is code 10. And over here it's telling us that. It's saying the session will usually be 1 a day, as I said. Enter name as director, that's fine. And the EBU charge code is 10. Now what it also says down here is don't forget to import the deal file. And that's produced by the dealing program and is what is uploaded to the club website at the end of the session so that people can see the hands that they've been playing during the session. Although I say don't forget, it doesn't matter if you do. We can put the deal file up to the BridgeWebs on another day. So it's not the end of the world if you forget to do that, but it's nice to have it there so that people can check out that evening. So the obvious place to do that is down here where it says import deal. You say import deal. And again, the reason it's come up blue here is that if you had already imported the deal, it would be up there with the name of it. As we haven't, we have to come down here where it says import deal, and it will take us to the usual sort of thing of searching through your files. And over here is a reminder that the way we keep them in the club is in the desktop and in the hand records file underneath the desktop. And they're normally of this sort of form: the year in 2 digits, the month in 2 digits, the date in 2 digits, and then the day of the week. Well, I've got one here. I'm not working on the club computer, but I've got a file. So I highlight it and I open it, and there it is, and I can say OK at that point. And that's the event setup. And over here it's telling me the next thing I need to do is select the movement. So I can say OK, which will take me back to the event menu, and I want to select the movement. Now the difficult thing you have to do is work out how many tables you've got, which might sound simple, but trying to get people to sit down so that you can count exactly how many people you've got isn't easy. But once you've worked that out, and it might be 6.5 tables, but we round up, so it would be 7. So let's say it's 7 tables. You click on there and find 7 and highlight it. And what you will automatically get, provided over here you've got the club option listed under, set under list, is a number of options under the reference part of the display. And the way this has been set up is that the first number is the number of boards, then you get the @ sign, and then the number of tables. And for our drives, we're at the moment going to be playing 24 boards at the 7 tables. That's all you need to know, and you click to highlight and choose the 24 boards at the 7. Now it's telling you that it's going to be a 3/4 howl that you're playing. I've got a separate video which I'll explain what that means. You don't need to know at this point, but once you've chosen it, you can just say OK. And it comes up telling you that yes, it's the 3/4 howl movement. Yes, there's 7 tables. You're going to be playing 12 2-board rounds, and you've got boards 1 to 24 in play. So you need to get out a stack of 24 boards to give to everybody. And is that what it's saying over here on the crib sheet? It says ensure club is listed under list, enter number of tables, highlight the selected movement, and 24 boards for 8 tables to be 24 by 8, whereas we've chosen 24 by 7 because we've got 7 tables. So we can say yes, we're happy with that, and we're taken back to the event menu again. Now what we have to do is get the tablets set up ready to be taking information at the table. And we do that, as it says over here, by going to Bridge Power Scoring. This one here, click on that. And this is basically a 3-click movement now. If you look up here, what you'll see is you've already got the first round. It's telling you each table which boards are going to be played. We do 3 things. Over here, as it says, we set the BCS options, which is the first button. We click on that, and we click on OK. Then over here it says we create database. That's the second button. We create database by clicking on it. It might say that there's already a session set up, in which case you start a new one. You always start a new one. Start the new one. And then the third thing you need to do is launch BPCS. This is the bridge control software. It's what's talking to the tablets, and that's the point at which the tablets will start to be able to be used. So you launch the BPCS. Again, it says, do you want me to reset and go and start all over again? And yes, you certainly do. You all say yes to reset and go. And at this point, the tablets are ready for use. I've got a little warning over here. It was just the same in the days of BridgeMates, that if you find you've got something wrong, if you've got the wrong movement in, if you've got the wrong number of tables, don't try to amend things. Go back and start all over again by creating a brand new event and getting everything right. You'll find once you've got used to this, you'll have it up and running in under a minute. It takes as little time as that to do everything that I've just shown you. While the drive is in place, you should leave this on the screen, and it's actually helpful to be able to see what boards are still left to be played, which table is the slowest at the time. People sometimes put the wrong EBU numbers in, you pick up the wrong name. Up here you can see the tab which says report/names. If you click on that, at that point, once the names are in, they'll all be listed over here in the box, so you can run your eye over them to see whether there's any weird people that shouldn't be around. And it is possible to change that. But normally in play, you need to leave that up and that's all you do while it's running. At the end of the drive, those will all be empty, and you can click on return. And what we need to do then is get the results up onto BridgeWebs and to the EBU. And the option that you use, as it says down here, is reports. Over there it says internet reports for both BridgeWebs and EBU. Click on reports, and down at the bottom is internet reports. That's the one you want, internet reports. And at the top here it says upload BridgeWeb's CSV file, and it really is a single click sends up the results to BridgeWebs, and it also includes the deal file so that all the hands are there as well, so long as you remember to put them up. But as I say, if you haven't, it doesn't matter, we can do that another day. To get the results up to the EBU so that we can pay our money for the pleasure of playing with them, you first of all have to create a suitable file, and you do that by creating the EBU UMS file by a click there. And that's put on the club computer in this location, see EBUScore pairs P2P. And we then go onto the EBU website. We click here to go to the EBU website. We have to log in. It should come up automatically with the EBU number and the password in. And we click on there. And up at the top, if I move this up, it has an option to submit. You click on the submit. You click on the browse down here, and you then have to find the XML file. Now I haven't got one set up on my computer, so I can't show you that. But what you do is you browse to that. You'll then be given an option to upload the file to the EBU. You first of all have to check it, and then there is an option to submit. I can't show you that without actually sending something up to the EBU, and I don't want to do that because we get charged for everything that we put up. Although again, with if it's with a little bit of notice, if you do make a mistake and send something up which shouldn't be there, then we can take it down again. So I've shown you everything that there is to see.